Hello and welcome back to Python with another part of the Numpy series. And today we are focusing on the dtype attribute, the dtype attribute, which means we have to dive a little bit deeper into data types in Numpy by general, because we need to understand data types for working effectively with Python, with Numpy, because the dtype function or declaring your own variables in general is one of the reasons why Numpy data types work much more efficiently than regular Python data types. Okay, in our last video we created our own array, and we looked at the data type we could specify while creating an array, and we realized int 128 was not possible, but int 64 should work. It does. And the argument we are giving to the array is the dtype. So if we type dtype, we already hit the right argument. It is dtype stands for data type. Obviously. No big surprise, I guess. And we can also print dtype, of course, np dtype of array. Oh, it's yo. Okay, perfect. So by the way, what I forgot to mention, I changed numpy in numpy as np, because always saying numpy point data dtype is a little bit too long, so we are just typing np. It is commonly done, so I'm doing it as well. Okay, but enough of that. Let's kind of uncomment, or no, let's put our last lines of code into comments, and let's just print the dtype of our array. And as we see, we can't construct a dtype out of an array, but we can use it as an attribute like array point dtype. And now we get integer 64, because we said the dtype of the array is integer 64 with 64 bits. Same goes for 32. Or this should work as well. E4. Yes, it does. So what is E4? E4 is also read as an integer with 23 bits, because as you maybe know, 1 byte contains 8 bits, and E5 means integer with 4 bytes. So 32 bits means 8 bytes. No, means 4 bytes. Oh, I'm kinda messing it up today. Let's try it again. E4 means 4 bytes, and 4 bytes mean 32 bits. Now I got it. Sorry for the mistakes. Okay, and obviously if we now print our dtype, it gives us integer 32. Let me see. If we're using E2, we are having 2 bytes. 2 multiplied with 8 is 16, so we got our integer 16. The same goes for I8, and that's kinda cool. We can even use or declare an unsigned integer. So that means it can even use 1 bit more, because unsigned means just absolute or positive integers. So because there's no number smaller than 0, we can use the 1 bit, which defines if the number is positive or negative, and use it to create even bigger numbers, and so we got more storage in our bytes for the numbers. And what's even possible, what's kinda cool, we can use complex numbers. Default by 128, but we could also use 64, which doesn't work because I forgot NP. Now it works, NP complex 64. Or if we wanna use the string variant, we can also use strings like we did before, C and a 8, and we got 64, obviously because 8 multiplied with 8 is 64. So like already mentioned in the previous video, because you can kind of choose by your own which data type is used, you can save storage, be more efficient, because you can decide how many bits are used, how many bytes are used, and yeah, if some operations only use small numbers, you can decrease the number of bits or bytes which are used, and yeah, you save storage and the code gets faster. And yeah, at last what I wanted to show is defining your own dtype, where we can use our constructor, which is implemented on dtype equals np point dtype. Okay, now let's create our own dtype. So we have an array or a list, how you wanna ever call it. The dtype constructor looks like this. Let me first create something and then I explain how and why I created it. So we have weight and yes, e2 and name as 20. And now we can create an array. Let's just name it array2, which is np array. And yes, we have someone who weighs 84 kilograms and his name is Joss, and a girl who weighs 69 kilogram and her name is also Josh. And now we can use our very own dtype, like dtype equals own dtype. As you see, there's no exception. And now if we print r2.dtype, of course we have to print it. We get the dtype which is printed, which is weight e2 and name s20. And as you can see here, here is a less than sign, like an operator. And what that means, we are looking at our next video. And for that, I wish you a wonderful evening, night, dinner time, whatever time it is. I hope you could understand what I was trying to explain. See you in the next video. Bye bye. See you.